Hey there, I'm Charlotte with Colorful Teaching for You. Thank you so much for joining me. And today we're going to look at Chinese New Year activities that we can use in our classroom to celebrate this special occasion. So my husband is Chinese and so is my baby. Well, he's half Chinese. Now, I started celebrating and teaching my children about Chinese New Year well before I ever met my husband. Why? Because I am a firm believer that it is important to teach our children about different cultures so that they understand the world around them. Learning about different cultures enables them to look at different cultures, to understand and be aware of how people celebrate other cultures, but also to understand their perspectives, their beliefs, and to really learn to move from just merely tolerating or putting up with people to accepting them for who they are. Now, this is only one culture that I have celebrated. I've celebrated multiple ones, but I'm talking about Chinese New Year because this is the celebration that's happening right now. Okay? Now, if you want to learn about how to teach different cultures, this episode is sponsored by my article that I wrote a few months ago or a few weeks ago, and it's about how to teach cultural diversity in the classroom. So you can go and take a look at that after this episode, okay? So let's get into the 4 activities that you can use right away to start celebrating the Chinese New Year. All right, the first one is called Clean It Up. And so what I do here is I like to have a deep clean of my classroom, and the reason for this is because what I explain to my kids is it allows us to get rid of or move away all of the old things or just the negative energy from the class and invite the positivity into the new year. Now, I do not do the cleaning on the day of because I'm told that it's bad luck, but I do it just before, like I do it before the day of Chinese New Year. And honestly, you can turn this into a really fun activity because you can turn on some music and your kids can kind of dance, and you can also hand out some prizes. This is a win-win situation because they get prizes and some fun, and you get a nice clean class too. And so first one is clean it up. The second one is indulge in creativity. So what I like to do here is I like to have my kids make these beautiful but simple Chinese lanterns. And when they make it, I let them decorate it, and then we put it outside on our bulletin board because my bulletin board outside is close to my door. And when I explain it to them, I let them know that the reason that we are putting it outside our door is because it is, I believe it is driving off bad luck. Yes, it's driving off bad luck, and whether you believe in luck or not, that's totally okay. Let's face it though, these lanterns are beautiful and they're festive, so put it on your bulletin board just to have some fun with it. Now, the third step is to celebrate the occasion. So what I like to get kids doing is bringing in Chinese food, like dumplings, for example, and just we create a little feast, because who doesn't like a feast, right? So we make those lanterns, we put it up, then we have a feast. And while they're eating, I also like to put up a video that explains to them the concept of Chinese New Year, what it is about, why they celebrate it, all of that. And then once that's done, we need to have some music. I'm all about the music. So I put on some Chinese music so that they learn to accept different forms. It's not just the food, it's not just the art, but now it's also the music and an understanding of the culture as well. And then the fourth step, love zodiac signs. So I engage in conversation about the different zodiac signs of the Chinese New Year and the Chinese calendar. And you know what's pretty awesome about this year? It's about the tiger. It's the year of the tiger. And that is my year. So I'm going to tell them all about the year of the tiger. And you know, while it's great to tell them, I always tell them about the year itself. You want to tell them about your sign as well. And the reason for that, it's going to form a nice deep connection with you and your children because they get to learn a little bit more about you. And when you're teaching them about your sign, help them recognize their signs as well and how it relates to them, because that's a lot of fun for them as well. All right, so let's really talk or review what we've talked about so far. We've looked at the importance of integrating or teaching our children about Chinese New Year, but really we took a step back and not just said Chinese New Year, but we said Why is it important to teach children about different cultures as well? All right. And then we looked at 4 different activities that you can use to talk or to do in your classroom really about Chinese New Year. The first one we looked at is to clean it up. The second is to indulge in creativity. The third is to celebrate the occasion. And the fourth is to love zodiac signs. All right, my friends, I hope you are able to use at least one or more of them. I'd love to know which one you're using, if one or of all of them. And in the meantime, remember to create, experience, and teach from the heart. I look forward to seeing you same place, same time next week. See you later. Take care. Take care.